Hi guys, just Trev from Rockhampton Mazda. Just got the new BT50 Ute here. Just going to give you a quick run through, make sure you understand everything. Okay, so normal unlock and lock on the keys, which are pretty easy. We'll hit the unlock button there, jump in through the driver's door. Okay, controls on the doors, same as a lot of standard cars these days. Up and down on the buttons for the windows. This little button here does the mirrors, so it's adjustable like that. Up and down. In the middle is off. You have lock button and unlock and the window lock. Okay, down on the dash here we do have a couple of different buttons, one to turn the traction control on and off, one to adjust the actual angle on the headlights. If you have some weight in the back of the car, okay, you may need to adjust the headlights so they're not poking up in the drivers coming the other way, and a dash light dimmer down there. On the stalk on here, which is your normal indicators left and right, you do have an auto setting, okay, which is where I would recommend that it be if you're driving at night time, so that it comes on automatically as soon as it gets dark. If you do need to drive with the lights on all the time, you can turn them right on. As you see, it dings at you if you don't have the ignition turned on. Driver's side of the steering wheel, it actually has all your cruise control settings, which is fairly easy. Push on this button here to turn the cruise on, then either one of the set buttons here, up or down, to set your speed. This button here is the distance between you and the car in front, because it has radar cruise control, adaptive cruise, which keeps you the distance from the car in front that you set it at. It will slow down to match their speed. This button here, you actually hold for about 3 seconds when the motor is running, and it turns off the lane keep assist, which will stop the car steering it away from the lines and things like that for you. These buttons here are to actually adjust things in the little settings screen up in front. Can only be adjusted when the ignition is turned on and the car is standing still. So start him up. Okay, that's the little screen I'm talking about. And if I push the left or right button here, we'll get to the settings screen. So I go into the settings screen. You can adjust all your bits and pieces, like whether it lets you know if you're speeding and stuff like that, which is in traffic sign recognition. We go down to speed warning, visual only, and then we'll end it, and that means that's how it's set. The little top screen items where it says 875, then 0 kilometers, then the time, you can adjust that again by just going into the settings screen, pushing the middle button. That one is in meter settings. You go customize top screen items, because that's what they are. You can also then go push it again, select fuel range, speedo, and how about we make it outside temperature at the end. Okay, so pretty simple to do that. You do have your fuel on the side there, and your temperature on the side there as well. Also the P for park telling you what gear it's in. Okay, over on the screen over here is where we can set up all our Bluetooth and stuff. So if we touch the little OK there, you go into the little settings button there to Bluetooth, add device. Now if you go pair from mobile, you search your mobile phone's Bluetooth for car audio, and then of course just follow the normal procedures of yes, make sure the number is the same, correct, the confirmation number, and it will connect up. Now if you have Apple CarPlay, it will also ask you if you want to connect up the Apple CarPlay automatically without a cable. If you have an iPhone, I should say. If you have a Samsung phone, it will ask you to connect the cable. Actually, if you connect the cable first off, and just turn down the volume a bit, connect the cable to the little USB slot, which is hiding in behind here. Okay, that USB will also play music or video if you're standing still, right? It won't play video while you're moving. Okay, power outlet down there if you need to charge phones and stuff like that. Normal aircon control, so where the wind's going to blow, fan speed on there, and hot and cold on the temperature. All right, and aircon on and off, and recirculated or fresh air there too. I would leave it on recirculated for most of the time because it cools the cool air, so therefore it makes it easier on the car. While we're down this way, the little 4-wheel drive button. So from 2 high to 4 high, you can actually flick that across while you're driving at up to 100 kilometers an hour. They tell us. I would probably do it at 60 or 70. That's probably my limit, but you can do that. When you go to 4 low, actually got to put the car in neutral. All right, and then you go across to low, and you must be standing still. All right, and when the same thing when you're going from low to high, you turn it again while you're standing still and in neutral. Okay, and then you can just turn them along to the 2 high on there. Now back up onto the screen for a minute. If we want to go to, say, look at the radio, we push our little house screen, and then we can go radio. And of course you can pick whether you want AM and FM. We'll just turn the volume up a little bit there. Okay, there is other things that you can listen to music off your phone if you push the Bluetooth. And DAB is digital audio broadcast, which they broadcast in major cities normally, but not in places like Rockhampton. Okay, a couple of other little buttons down here on the center console. We have the diff lock button, rear diff lock, of course only in 4-wheel drive. A rough terrain button, which actually gives the most power to the wheel that's getting the most drive on the rear. So you'll be probably in low range in one of the lower gears with the diff lock on, and you can turn that on if you want the most traction. On the other side you have hill descent control. Now, hill descent control is only for going down very steep hills, like basically down a cliff track. It's not for coming down a mountain with the brakes on and things like that, like a street road. It is for off-roading only. Glove boxes, fairly simple. That little one there, and your bigger one just there, and that's all fairly straightforward with the glove boxes. Lights up in the roof, interior roof, so you can turn him on and off like that. You do have a glasses holder there, I should say, and your door button there, which if I open the door, lights will come on, of course, courtesy lights. Then the back seats, I'll just jump round to the back, turn the car off. There is a little storage unit. If you pull this strap here up towards the roof of the car, there's a little storage place at each side. So one there and one on the other side over there underneath. Okay. Also in the back here, you do have a USB power outlet in there if somebody's sitting in the back and wishes to charge their phones. You've got your vents in the back, so the people in the back can actually direct the cooler air towards them. And there's a little clip here, little hanger clip, if you wanted to have a little snack bag or something like that. To fold the back seat down, strap on the top there, pulling forward, and that's got your jack and things like that in the back there. It also does have a little diagram of how to put in a baby seat tether if you need to. If they follow that, you can't go wrong. Okay, quickly around the other side of the car, just show you where the fuel cap is. So that's locked fuel cap. The ignition key does fit in the fuel cap. They are fairly tight the first few times. People sort of tell us that they think that they're locked, but they're not. If you've unlocked it, it just takes a bit of turning to undo them. They're a little bit tight straight off the mark. Well, that's about it, guys. I hope this has been informative, and thank you.